What's up, guys? It's Cam or Kez for newer viewers, and this is
Perched atop the city, I look below.
Sorry to start off in the middle of the story quest. Some of these things I don't
Where I
know
laughed and ran, now feeling unfamiliar.
what they say. I wasn't fast enough to read it, nor
this part said something about the blue heavens, and also it's too vibrant, too bright.
The windmills raise their arms in farewell.
so enjoy. And later on in the video, there's audio that I'm gonna have to cut out. Not that the world quest has audio to begin with.
And I walk further and further away from that bakery I oh so love. A grove of blossoms from a foreign land. Their summer colors submerged in water. Back in the water. I found no treasure in the sunken ships I dreamed of as a child. Only a quiet, blue melancholy.
We went through Mondstadt. As you can see, we're still in Fontaine. This part reminded me of like Cube Land from Minecraft. If you guys know that parody, that song is Chef's Kiss.
An old gentleman of Fontaine in curious attire.
This is probably mentioning the man and the aquabus leaving the aquabus in a hurry or something like that.
And vanishes into the teeming crowd.
I had to cut it short, but I thoroughly enjoyed the memory quest within the new area. And for some reason, I can't see my videos playing in real time, but I know that I'm Levi. Are we cleaning windmills for Levi from Attack on Titan? Is that what this little challenge to get this treasure box is? It's very difficult to go from a light spender. I won't even say light spender. I'll say sporadic spender to a non-spender at the I won't say at the end of the game because the game does have a little bit of time left in it. You know, they made a script for a reason. They probably made a roadmap for the script for a reason, and probably put in a lot of references. They make a lot of interesting changes as far as non-voice acting goes that I noticed, like changing the names to NPCs, changing the titles under NPCs. Like I know later on in the video we meet Groovy. We meet Groovy in a world quest. Somebody from Sneznaya. If you guys are looking forward to Sneznaya, let me know in the comments. We've met a lot of characters, one of them being Tartaglia. very early on in the game, a character I do not have, but I probably would enjoy now later on in the game just to enjoy the gameplay. You know, for people who don't have characters that they do want, I know you guys thoroughly enjoy trying out the trial characters, even in their own character quests. Levi, I'm done cleaning the windmills. Even in their own character quests where they are stronger, and I mean that in a very what's the word I'm looking for? A very power creep way. For example, Navia is strong, and the new Linnea character, I haven't played through her character quest yet. However, I did get lucky in my summons, lucky enough to win my 50-50 on her banner, but then lose my 50-50 on her weapon banner, which was the same thing that happened to me with Columbina. So I just want to throw that out there to say don't go for the weapon. If you have enough to go for the weapon, then you should. But if not, then, free to play craftable weapons are available. There's, even if you don't get the weapon, but you get a weapon that you can only get from a paywall, as if like, the weapon banner is a paywall. For Favonius weapons, for example, I would have put one of my Favonius bows on Linnea if I did not have her weapon. Or even a better bow that I have that a character isn't using. So that's just my tidbit of information to newer players, veteran type players, or seasoned type players. They kind of know what to put on characters, what not to put on characters. They build their characters however they want to, as do I. Right now we're just fighting slimes. Put in the comments if you've watched the time I got reincarnated as a slime. Let me know your favorite episode.
Olá, soy Toya. Nada más. Soy.
Ah, refreshing.
No.
One thing I wish that I would have done was use up a lot of spare time or free time to go fight slime. To just go fight slimes. A lot of characters, they kind of need those slime materials. A lot of weapons need those slime materials. You need slime materials for talents. And that goes for other enemies in the game as well. I just know, slimes are the first type of enemy you encounter other than hilichurls. Hilichurls, you also got to fight those. I would say if you're a newer type player, any hilichurl you see, just fight it. Fight it for the materials. Any slime you see, just fight it for the materials. Any chest you see, try to open it and solve the puzzle for the materials. You get free material, you get free talent books, free artifacts early on that your characters are going to need in order for them to be stronger. Later on in the game, you get some help in that direction. You get some help with that. Also, if you want to just pause to look at the dialogue since I'm talking through it, because this is where we meet Matthew, and Groovy is not in this, scenario or in this conversation, but we introduce ourselves to these people talking about Sneznaya and and the dealings between the nations, I suppose. We're talking to Odolf, which kind of sounds like Olaf in a way. That's how I took it, since it is a lighthearted game with a very, very dark undertone. And if you don't understand that from the main story by itself, you could understand that from the perspective of playing the game and being forced to not skip the story. Like you are force fed the story from the very start of the game, which is why they can't retain a lot of new players to keep playing as long as seasoned players have been playing. Going through a quest, going through the quests that are the length of years that it took to develop, and those quests drive you crazy. They drive you almost insane because, for one, you cannot skip. Two, it's almost as if you're watching an anime that you can't skip.
What the fuck?
So, enough said about that. Hey, look, it's Gunther. Any Adventure Time fans out there? No? Where are my Gunther fans out there? And Ursula. If you guys have came across this new character, Lohan, I don't know much about him. I haven't seen anything about him at all. In fact, I know that he is a cryo character from me showing you guys right here. And I also stumbled across another newer character that I've seen around. I don't know why there aren't any like midget type or small type of male characters, and why there's only small girl characters. That's a little weird to me, because if you like a character's design, it doesn't really matter about the height. If you like their design and their play style, I feel like you should go for that character if you're trying to build a certain team. And Lohan holding out an apple gives me the feeling of him being a Shikigami from like Death Note. See you in the next video. Historia! Or is it Historia? Anyway, I feel like there's a parallel between Zaitlin and the Traveler, and the Traveler's sibling, and Zaitlin's sister. Paimon, you are as clueless as the Super Smash Bros. Hand. I wish our travel companion from the get-go was the Super Smash Bros. Hand. Okay? Is Colin Bina Kaguya from Naruto?